Hi guys, this is Binibining Maraket. I'm back with the same spot. That painting, by the way, as Manny B, make a comment from my last video. She asked what is the painting behind me. So that is a painting or a photo from Venice, Italy. So thank you for the comment and thank you for watching my video. By the way, she's one of the famous blogger in the US with 1.19 subscribers. So I hope we can both promote our vlogs our about personal finance. Also, Zach Jean, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Thank you for subscribing in my channel, and thank you for your comments as well. So we are now on the third step of building a personal finance foundation. As I've said, inspired from the book of No-Nonsense Personal Finance of our coach Randall Chongson from the Registered Financial Planner. So, disclaimer lang po, this book, and actually, yung vlog kong to, it is based on my personal experiences na nililink ko sa step-by-step guide. So, whatever I'm sharing, this is based on my personal understanding and I hope na makatulong po sa inyo. And this step-by-step guide may be applicable for some or pwede nyo ring, pwedeng mauna yung having insurance or getting out of debts. So, depende kung saan po kayo comfortable. So, this is just merely for all Filipinos na basic step-by-step guide how to have our financial peace. So, after the first step of improving our cash flow, then getting out of debt last time, so we are now on the step 3 of setting up of emergency funds. So, tamang-tama sa sitwasyon ngayon natin sa Pilipinas. So, what is an emergency fund? So, emergency fund, normally, ito yung funds going back tayo dun sa statement nyo, sa monthly budget. Ito yung funds na dapat meron kayo that will cover you during emergency. So, in a layman's term, ganyan. So, pag may emergency, like, ano yung mga emergency nangyayari? Like ngayon, COVID, marami ang natanggal ng trabaho, nawala ng trabaho, natanggal sa work, so walang income. Yung iba, 3 months, 6 months, yung iba talagang wala ng work. Sa amin naman, ako, like what I've said, I don't have a salary for 6 months. Then, yung iba naman talagang nagkaroon ng salary deduction, more than 50%. So, yun yung tinatawag na emergency. So, ano yung emergency funds? Ito naman yung funds nyo na isi-save para magamit sa emergency. So, basically, yun. But, reality, kung challenging ang improving cash flow, ang getting out of debt, mas challenging ang gumawa or mag-set up ng emergency fund. So, di ba, lalo na sa sitwasyon na talagang negative ka na nga negative ang cash flow, wala nang savings, maraming babayarin. How could we have our emergency fund? So, maaring iba magko-comment tataas ang kilay, hello, na unrealistic, but actually lahat naman tayo, like me, hindi rin ako nagkaroon ng enough emergency fund. So kaya nga sinishare ko to para matuto tayo saka kung sakaling mangyayari uli na may emergency or pandemic or crisis na to, ready tayo. So again, going back, how would you know which is and how much yung funds na isi-save nyo? So, sa akin, sa personal experiences ko, wala talaga akong emergency fund. Kasi since, as I've said, yung nangyari ng 2013, where yung brother ko na kidney transplant, as talagang na-max out lahat ng credit cards, yung cash, yung savings, whatever. So, from 2013 up to now, I don't have emergency fund. So, ano nga ba uli ang emergency fund? As I've said, dapat kung ano yung expenses mo. So, ayan, how would you know yung expenses? Going back ulit tayo dun sa budgeting, yung sabi ko, the art of writing. Kailangan sinusulat nyo lahat ng mga expenses nyo, liabilities man yan, or payable bills, or even investment. Yun yung mga expenses nyo. Ngayon, let's say you have a total expenses of 5,000 dirhams. For a single person, good na yung may 3 months kang emergency funds. Pero pag married, like may mga children at kailangan at least 6 months. So sa akin daw dapat yung expenses ko, kung gumagastos ako ng 10,000 dirhams every month, dapat may 60,000 dirhams ako. So that's basically yung ideal para makasurvive. So like what happened to me, 6 months na walang salary, nasa Pilipinas ako. So, anong nangyari? Saan ko kinuha yung emergency funds ko? Kasi sabi ko nga, negative ako since 2013. So, ganito po yan. I have a VUL, so it's a Variable Universal Life Insurance, so VUL with MetLife. Yes, I started it 2013. So, ngayon 2020, it's already 7 years. So, ang VUL kasi, meron niyang cash value. So, I'm paying it for 7 years. Example, I have actually 4 policies. Ito hindi ko sinasabi na magandang practice, but this is what I have done. Kasi, dito ko kinuha actually yung emergency fund ko sa pondo sa funds ng VUL ko. So, yung iba, pwede, hindi magandang practice, but ito kasi yung nangyari sa akin. So, natuto rin naman ako dito. So, I'm paying, let's say, 1,000 around, let's say, 1,100 to be exact in MetLife since January 2013. So, for 7 years, may laman yon. So, like 1 times 12 times 7 years, around 92,000 dirhams. So, yun yung nahulog ko. So, tas yun din yung sa VUL kasi nag-accumulate. We will talk about the more detailed about insurance on the step 4. So, yun, nag-accumulate yun ng interest din. So, may cash value, hindi naman siya exactly 92 yung pwede mong ma-loan. So, imagine na, pera mo na may interest pa. So, it's an 8% per annum. So, to cut the story short, nag-loan ako ng almost 50% ng value. So, yun yung emergency fund ko. And I took this emergency fund, hindi lang last year or this year. I had also some financial issues na rin na negative na nga, tas mga payable sa tuition fees and so on. So, I started 2017, which is 5 years na yung policy. 2017, 5 years ng policy, kaya nakakuha ako. I started loaning applied loan for 25,000, then the next year, another 25. Then yung recent nga, yung bago rin ako umuwi, or yung bago umuwi kami, nung January, almost 15,000. Kaya most likely nasa 65,000 yung na-loan ko. So, doon ko kinuha. So, I mean, hindi ako humiram sa tao, but yung naipon ko, so good thing na rin, may napagkuhanan ako. So, doon umikot lahat. Since January up to now, doon ko kinuha yung emergency fund ko. So, I have 4 policies, 65 sa akin, tapos may 3 pang policies, mga naggalaw din namin yun. So, thanks God that I have this VUL. I have this insurance with MetLife na 7 years kong binabayaran na may cash value in terms of emergency na gamit ko. Although ngayon, it's incurring interest of 8% per annum. It's still better than wala ka talagang pinagkuhanan. So, 'di ba, kapag may isinuksok, may madudukot. So, yun yung napagkuhanan ko. And then, nakapagbenta na rin ako ng gamit sa emergency funds. Like, kasi I used to buy branded bags from LV sa Louis Vuitton pag may mga commissions ako. So, I had like 2 bags. So, ngayon, natitira na lang sa akin yung never full. So, I have a Speedy. Ito nabili ko yung Speedy 30, 2013 at the rate of 2,900 dirhams. Ngayon, if you will buy Speedy, nag-appreciate na siya. 3,500 na yata or almost 4,000. So, hindi ko naman siya masyadong nagamit. So, nabenta ko siya nung March o February. Yung nag-start na rin ng yung COVID, yung crisis natin. So, nabenta ko siya ng 1,800. Okay? 1,800 dirhams. Kung alam ko lang na, kung na-aware na ako sa mga different investments like mutual funds, yan, sana pala ininvest ko na lang doon. So, nag-accumulate from 2013 to 2020 yung pera. But it's never too late. Sabi ko nga, may nagtanong sa akin, nag-PM, since when daw ako naging active and very eager to know more about personal finance. Sabi ko, only last year lang. Yes, in fact, last year. And I'd like to thank Lani Santos from Nexus, yun sa kinuhanan ko nga ng aking futura sa Zurich. And at the same time, ang may mentor, si Sis Franz Angeles from may SMD sa IMG, International Marketing Group. So, through Lani, pinakilala sa akin si Sis Franz Angeles. Ayun. So, mas lalong nag-eager akong malaman about building my solid financial foundation. So, alam niyo yun, it's never too late. Before ako mag-40, na-involve ako. So, nasabi ko rin na sana pala, dati pa. So, wala nang mga, naiwasan na lang yung mga, yung mga hindi magandang paggagasta or unnecessary expenses. But as I've said, lahat ng mga nangyayari sa atin, may mga reasons, and this is actually the main reasons why I'm pursuing personal finance. And I I applied or enrolled for RFP, Registered Financial Planners of the Philippines, so to invest on my knowledge personally, to have my debt-free status and to achieve financial peace, and at the same time to be a financial educator of my family, and also for my 3 children, lalaki sila, so I don't want them to grow up like a financial independent and with financial peace and knowledge of financial education. And yung purpose ko to share to others yung knowledge by sharing, by advocacy ko to educate, help, and serve. So yun yung magiging purpose ko dito sa mundo. Yun yung nakita kong purpose ko, na gift ko to share, to educate sa mga tao, na may isa-save ko yung soul nila, o may save namin mga financial educator by giving them the knowledge of the basic financial education. So yun, so may mga bagay akong naibili pero na-convert naman sa cash. So doon ko kinuha yung emergency funds. So ang tanong, ano ba yung ideal? As I've said, pag single, at least 3 months of your expenses, hindi nyo pwedeng sabihin na ganito lang yung kaya ko. But, as I've said, start tayong magtabi kahit magkano, kung kaya. Paano naman nga pag negative, 'di ba? So, let's do more improving our cash flow. Yung mga sinasabi kong suggestion that don't depend on a single income. So, kasi kung ganyan na, negative na, tas maraming babayarin, tas may emergency darating, wow, parang hindi mo na alam kung saan ka pupunta, 'di ba? Kung hindi mababaon at mababaon ka lang. So I hope tong mga sinishare ko based on my experiences, may hindi niyo na kailangang maranasan pa, or makapagkaroon na kayo ng initiative to start something small in your financial education or to achieve a financial peace. So saan ba nilalagay ang emergency funds? So ang emergency funds dapat accessible. So sa bangko nilalagay yung emergency funds. So bangko, kung gusto niyo pang disiplinahin, kung gusto niyo yung bangko na walang ATM, yung passbook lang, so para hindi niyo talaga magagalaw, or talaga magse-set aside kayo ng another account na hindi niyo talaga gagalawin. Yung it's more on discipline pa rin talaga. Yung mga step-by-step guide for building your financial foundation to have a financial peace is really more in discipline. It's more in behavioral nga, sabi ko nga. Disiplinado. Kailangan mag-discipline tayo sa paggastos, sa pagbabudget. Okay? So, kung kaya, unti-unti. Kasi iba yung pag may emergency fund. Hindi mo na alam kasi kapag nangyari ulito. So, alam kong mahirap, especially at this time of crisis. Pero sana pag nakabawi na, let's start to save something as an emergency fund. So, 1 month, umpisahan, then 2 months, 3 months, okay na. Then kung kaya pa, pwede pa natin umpisahan. So, yun lang ang masasabi ko sa emergency fund. So, as I've said, ako, wala talaga, pero at least meron akong nasimulan na. So, doon ko kinukuha. So, what our Bible verse for this episode is from Proverbs 20:12, chapter 27, verse 12. A prudent person foresees danger and takes precautions. The simpleton goes blindly on and suffers the consequences. So, that's from Proverbs 27, verse 12 ng NLT version. So, daig ng maagap ang masipag. Daig ng naghahanda ang masipag. So, kung napaghandaan natin, diba, precaution is better than cure. So, ganun din sa financial foundation. Kung may na isuksok, may madudukot, diba? So, yung nangyari sa akin, I may not have enough cash flow, but may naumpisahan akong investment wherein napagkuhanan ko ng emergency fund. It may not be a good practice, pero thanks God that I have something na naitabi. So guys, I hope you learned something for building up an emergency fund. This may be, as I've said, very challenging, lalo na sa sitwasyon ngayon. But I hope, let's all pray that business and this pandemic will business will go back to new normal, and then yung pandemic na to matapos na. Then sa mga tao pong nawalan ng trabaho, as I've said, may purpose si God. God is our source. Let's pray na makahanap ng work. And then, pag nakahanap ulit tayo ng work, let's try to start something with this little step of financial education. So, sa mga bumalik na sa work like ako, and then may work pa, it is never too late. Kung wala pa kayong nauumpisahan ever since, kung kayo yung same sitwasyon ko na negative dahil nga nabawasan ng sahod 2 beses, but may trabaho naman, there is a big hope na malalagpasan natin tong journey ng financial crisis, ng ating personal financial crisis. We always have to involve God, pray to God that in Him, from Philippians 4 verse 13, we can do everything through His strengths, because of God gave us strength in the, may mga bagay na we cannot do alone. We need to ask God wisdom, ask God grace in able to overcome this financial crisis. And I would like to just highlight na mas okay na may problema lang tayo sa pera, 'di ba? Kaysa ang problems natin health or may mga ibang bagay pa. So siguro ako right now, I may be in a debt, I have debts to pay, negative situation of cash flow, but I have work, and I know that in like maximum 3 years I will clear all of this. So I'm very thankful that this is something na alam ko namang masusolusyonan, because I still have work, and I'm positive that I am disciplined to pay the responding debts. So yun lang po, we just always keep the seed of faith, hope, and love in everything. So we have to look at the blessings, the opportunities in every struggle. So hindi man nga tayo nasa magandang sitwasyon ngayon, but God has a message to to focus and make the relationship with Him deeper, and more time to God, to speak to God, to help His guidance. Yun ang pinaka-message nitong pandemic na to. So again, for building up an emergency funds, put it in a bank, yung make sure na discipline na hindi nyo gagalawin, and at the same time, if you can do it 3 months, that is good, and 6 months sa mga may anak or married couple na may mga dependents. So, yun lamang po from the Bible verse of Proverbs 27 verse 12. Again, a prudent person foresees danger and takes precautions. The simpleton goes blindly on and suffers the consequences. So, thank you. I hope may natutunan kayo for this episode. So, last 2 more, and tomorrow we'll talk about building up, getting protected from life's risk. So we'll talk about insurances. Thank you for watching, guys, and God bless everyone.